James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to share and celebrate this bottle of wine with you today. Now, I picked up this bottle, Domaine Boyar, immediately in Sonoma County. And there's a place I didn't expect to have this wine. And knowing that this is a Bulgarian wine, I was, again, looking around. My gosh, this is Bulgarian wine. This is amazing. And for me, it's a really great thing to find in the United States, in California. I'm sure if I did a deep inspection and deep exploration, say New York or Chicago, I probably could have found it. But I think the better story is to say that these wines are going to be more widely available in more retail shelves across the United States. Now, a friend of mine based in Mexico City would come in and bring Merlot, and that was very ironic. You get Bulgarian wine via Mexico. And that's the story of wine, is that it's becoming more widely available today from all regions around the planet. Now, this is a well-known producer, Domaine Boyar, Cabernet Sauvignon. I believe it's 100%, but I can't absolutely certify that. I actually looked online, couldn't find any other information. It could be 95%, 90%, but it is a majority constituent of Cabernet Sauvignon. Again, 13% alcohol content, coming from southern Bulgaria. That is bordering the Greek border. And I'm going to show you on my iPad here where this area is located. And do a little search here so you can get some idea. Okay, this green section, that is the Thracian or Thrace wine region in Bulgaria. And it's away from the Black Sea, so it's not getting a lot of that influence. So great place for growing grapes like Merlot or Cabernet Sauvignon or other Bordeaux or Rhone varietals. Now, to me, this is a great experience to find this. And what I would say, and first of all, if you look online for Bulgarian wine, you're going to find just a little bit of information. Someday, my hope, and it's probably me that's going to write it, which is my wine book, which is extremely difficult to do, very time-consuming. But to give a full history on wine countries such as Bulgaria, Turkey, Greece, Lebanon, Cyprus, etc. These are wine countries that are really trying to get a foothold in terms of what they've been doing for a long time. And the irony is that a lot of people will see bottles like this and say, Bulgaria, did they just start doing this? Or is this new vines just planted and they started producing wine? They get into the wine business and wine trade. Well, no, the reality is it's been a long time in the making. Now, Bulgaria has been probably the second or third largest producer in the world in the communist era. It's changed. Now, that's primarily because of reasons of quality. When you think of that, is a turnaround in terms of the quality demand by consumer. That is, I want a really beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot or Shiraz, etc. And I really expect that. And that's what the world market is doing. You're having a lot of the best quality being produced today. Now, this wine is, I will tell you right away, I'm guessing it's 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, or maybe 95%, maybe 90%. I don't know for certain. I looked online and I couldn't find any other details on this wine. But by law, it has to be at least north of 3/4 Cabernet Sauvignon. So beautiful scent notes on this wine. And it's a little lighter in style, a medium-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon. But I would say to you, explore, try, taste, judge it on its own terms. Don't judge us on unfairly in terms of maybe a Cabernet Sauvignon coming from Bordeaux or maybe from California, because nobody can hold up to that in terms of those particular bottlings are going to be really reflective of those regions versus a region that is very different, a very different climate and soil that is different, and artistic impressions that come out differently. And I think that's a great way of looking at wine, is calibrating, just making your instrument, your palate, adjust to what it's tasting. And so that's why we have labels, to know where it's coming from. So here we go. But first, before I taste, beautiful scent notes on this. Notes of just split cedar wood. I think it's a really great descriptor. Plum orchard, getting notes of rose garden in evening time, and a hint of suede on this. So here we go. Take a taste and give you some flavor characteristics. Notes of rose petal, warm stone, marionberry, black plum, mountain strawberry, white pepper, red tea, and a hint of freshly ground cinnamon. I give this one an 8.7 out of a 10.0 scale. Think of it as an 87 out of 100%. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salut.